Good morning, friends. Today we are going to do a few sums based on the trigonometric table. Okay? But before we move on to the trigonometric table, let us see what we revised yesterday and the formulas that we derived. Okay? So we begin with the very basic. The sine of any angle is opposite upon hypotenuse. The cos of any angle is adjacent upon hypotenuse. The tan of any angle is the ratio of the opposite upon the adjacent. The cot of any angle is the ratio of adjacent to opposite. The sec of the angle is the ratio of hypotenuse to adjacent. And the ratio of the cosec is the ratio, cosec of an angle is the ratio of hypotenuse to the opposite. I hope all these terms are clear to you on the board. Yes? So this is the terms we have got. Now from this we had derived a few things yesterday, if you do remember. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. So cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta, or also sin theta is 1 upon cosec theta. Similarly, sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, or cos theta is the reciprocal of sec theta. Once you have understood and learned these identities, this will be very easy for you. Like we said yesterday, sine and cosec, if you see, are reciprocals. And also we have cot theta is 1 upon tan theta, and tan theta is 1 upon cot theta. So these are which identities? These are the reciprocal identities. Now like I said, these identities have come from these ratios, but these have not come from anywhere. Okay? We had a triangle with 3 sides making up 6 ratios. We have given the names to the 6 ratios. So these names you have to learn, but once you learn this, then you can easily understand the logic in this. Okay? Yesterday we also had tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. You saw how I derived that, and cot theta equal to cos theta upon sin theta. So we have sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So when you take sin upon cos, the hypotenuse gets cut off. What remains is opposite upon adjacent, but opposite upon adjacent is tan. So tan is sin upon and cos is cos upon sin. So these are the formulas we derived. What have we derived from? Again the start. First the trigonometric ratios. The most important part is the trigonometric ratios. These are the reciprocal identities. So sin theta into cos theta equal to 1. Cos theta into sec theta equal to 1. Tan theta into cot theta equal to 1. Here you can see the reciprocal here also. Tan theta is sin theta upon cos, and cot is the reciprocal, so cos theta upon sin theta. Okay, so theta is the angle I named here. The angles can keep on changing. Now today we are going to do the table one more time, which we did initially with the help of triangles, if you remember. Yes, in the previous videos you saw we used a right angle isosceles triangle and got the degrees for 45. Then we used an equilateral triangle, we got 60 and 30, yes. And then 0 and 90 triangles are not possible practically, but theoretically we reduced the height and we got the values also. Now we will make the table one more time and we will see an easier method to do in the exam. Okay? So what you are supposed to do, to begin the table, you write you start with 0. Write 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay? After you have done this, divide everything by 4. So write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and divide it by 4. So what I have done here, I have written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and divided them by 4. So what is 0 upon 4 is 0. 1 upon 4 remains 1 upon 4. But 2 upon 4 becomes 1 upon 2. 3 upon 4 remains 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 4 becomes 1. Clear till here? Once you have written these numbers, Then below that you write 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay? So what I have done, I have written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, divided everything by 4, simplified. 0 by 4 is 0, 1 by 4 is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, if you cut it becomes 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 1. Now I have written the degrees below, and first I will find the sine. So what is the sine? Sine is the square root of these numbers. The square root of 0 is 0. The square root of 1 upon 4, the square root of 1 is 1, of 4 is 2, so it becomes 1 upon 2. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 2 is root 2. This is square root of 3 is root 3, square root of 4 is 2, and square root of 1 is 1. So I got the values of sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 upon 2, sine 45 is 1 upon root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is 1. So basically in the exam, if you have to make the table, you can make the table initially on the last page. How will you write? How will you start? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then divide everything by 4 and put the simplified term. So 0 upon 4 is 0, 1 upon 4 remains 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4 becomes 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4 remains 3 upon 4, and 4 upon 4 becomes 1. Then I write down the degree now. 0 degree, 35, 45, 60, 90. And first I begin with the sine. Sine is the square root of these numbers. Once you are done with sine, you can go for cos. Now we saw that sine, when the angle increases, sine is increasing. But in the cos, the opposite happens. When the angle is increasing, the value will decrease. So sine and cos are opposite, right? If one is increasing, one is decreasing. So cos will write the reverse. So 1 comes here. Here you get root 3 upon 2. This will remain 1 upon root 2, 1 upon 2 and 0. Remember, when the angle is increasing, sine goes from 0 to 1 by taking these values. These are the square roots of these values. And cos is the opposite. As the angle increases, the value decreases. It goes from 1 to 0. So I wrote in the opposite way. Then, for the third part, for 10, we'll use this formula, sine upon cos. So 0 upon 1, 0. 1 upon 2, root 3 upon 2. If you cut the 2 and 2, what remains? 1 upon root 3. And 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2 gets cut, so you get 1. Here 2 and 2, the denominators get cut, so you get root 3. But here, 1 upon 0, when 0 is the denominator, it is not defined. Not defined, yes? You can write ND not defined, or you can put the infinity sign also, it's infinity. Then we go for the cot. Cot is what? Cos upon sine. Or you can also see, same like sine and cos, if tan is increasing, yes? When the degree is increasing, tan is increasing. If tan is increasing, the cot will be decreasing, because cot is nothing but the reciprocal, right? So we can even take, we can do what? To find the cot, we can take the reciprocal of tan, or we can take the reverse of tan also. So if we go by the reciprocal, then 1 upon 0 is not defined. 1 upon root 2, reciprocal is root 3. Reciprocal of 1 remains 1. The reciprocal of root 3 becomes 1 upon root 3. And 1 upon infinity becomes 0. Right? Now we have the sec. What is sec? Sec is the reciprocal of cos. So the cos, 1 upon 1, 1. The reciprocal, 2 upon root 3. Reciprocal, root 2. Reciprocal, 2. 1 upon 0, we can call infinity or not defined. And similarly cosec. Cosec is also the reverse of sec. So cosec you can find out by the reciprocal of sine or the reverse of sec. So you will write here infinity 2 root 2, 2 by root 3 and 1. So this table has got many forms, many formulae. Few I have done here, few I have not done here. I have not done them. You will have to do them later on. But I'll show you how it is done. Okay. So now I guess the whole screen is visible to you. So I have started from where the reciprocal ratios. I saw the relation which are the reciprocal. So these are the trigonometric ratios. These names are given from the very start. This we have seen from this, the reciprocal. Then we come to the quotient identities. And here again a simple way to make the table. How it is done? We write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide everything by 4. And you get the simplified term. 0 by 4 is 0. 1 by 4 remains 1 by 4. 2 by 4 becomes 1 by 2. 3 by 4 and 1. Then I write the degrees 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. So how I find the sign? Sign is the square root of the simplified term. The square root gives me sign. And how I get cos? Sign is increasing, so cos is decreasing, so I write this in the reverse order. How do I find 10? Sin upon cos gives me 10. So I wrote the 10, sin upon cos. How do I get the cot? Cot I can do the reciprocal of 10, reciprocal or the reverse order of 10. So you can see 0 has come here, 1 by root 3 has come here, 1 has remained here, root 3 here and not defined here. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. Sec is the reciprocal of cos. So reciprocal of cos, what I did? I turned them the reciprocal of cos, and cosec I can do two ways. Either take the reciprocal of sine or write the reverse of sec. So in both ways I can get this, and this is how the table is completed. Okay? So once you know the table now, we can do a few sums based on the table. Okay? So what I previously explained, let me explain to you what I previously explained. Suppose we have a tree. Okay? We have a tree. And the shadow of the tree is falling on the ground. That is the shadow. The sun rays, so if we draw a line, if you stand at the end of the shadow and draw a line here, you see that the angle is 30 degrees. Okay? The angle is 30 degrees. If the shadow of the tree is say 20 meter, let us find out the height of the tree. So, what I have done, you can see the sun rays are falling on a tree and the tree is making a shadow. The end of the shadow to the top of the tree makes an angle 30. So how do I measure it? You can easily use an inclinometer. Okay, you can make an inclinometer. How it is done? You hold some two instruments like this. Yes? So one is at the bottom of the tree and the other one you raise till it reaches the top of the tree like this. Then when you place a protractor over here, you can easily know the angle. So let us say the angle is 30 and the shadow of the tree is 20 meter. We have to find the height. Now this is the angle theta. So this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side, right? So what is the ratio we know, or the ratio that we had done before using adjacent and opposite? So let us take 10. So let me write 10 of the angle, tan theta is opposite. So what is the opposite side? H upon 20. 20 is the adjacent. Okay, so have you followed what I have written? If I want to name them, I can name them and write. I call this A, B, C. So tan 30 is opposite, that is AB, upon adjacent, that is BC. So tan 30 is H upon 20. Now we make use of the table. What is the value of tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So I get 1 upon root 3 equal to H upon 20. So 20 goes in multiplication here. So 20 upon root 3 equal to H. This is the height of the tree. But you remember, we never write irrational numbers in denominator. So to rationalize it, what do? You multiply by root 3 and root 3. So the answer is 20 root 3 upon 3. So by making use of this table, a small table, and knowing the values, we have found out the height of the tree. So this is one example where the use of trigonometry is there. Let us try one more. So we have another sum on the board. Now we see what data is given. Sin A minus B is half, cos A plus B equal to 0, and A plus B lies between 0 and 90 and A is greater than B. So sine A minus B is half. So what is A minus B? Can you guess? Sine of what is half? So see the table. Sine 30 degrees half means sine of 30 degrees half. So A minus B will be 30 degree. Did you follow how? Because we are given sine A minus B is half. So A minus B is what? This is an angle. This is a one angle minus another angle, but the difference of the angle should be what? 30 degree. So sine of 30 degree is half. Same way, cos A plus B is 90. So what is A plus B? So for what angle is the cos 90? So 0. For what angle the cos is 0? So cos is 0 for 90 degree. So this will be 90 degree. So A plus B is equal or smaller to 90. So it's equal to 90. So these two conditions were given to us. Sine A minus B is half, but we have sine 30 is half. Cos A plus B is 0. So A plus B is 90. Now we have to find A and B. So what we'll do? The elimination. What is elimination? Add this up. A plus A, 2A. Plus B minus B gets cut. And 30 plus 90, 120 degree. So 2A is 120. So A is equal to 60 degree. So we got A is equal to 60. Now B is equal to, so 60 minus dash is 30. So B will get naturally 30 degree. So you see 60 minus 30 is 30 and 60 plus 30 is 90. So A is 60 and B is 30. So A minus B, A is greater than B. So A minus B is 60 minus 30, 30. So sine 30 is half. A plus B is 60 plus 30, 90. So cos 90 is 0. So based on this condition also, we can easily find the answer. Now we'll do a few other types of sum based on equations. So as you can see now, I put a few sums on the board, and these sums are based on the trigonometric table. Okay. So we do have to do nothing but to just find the value. The first question, find the value of cos 45 degree into sin 45 degree minus sin 30 degree. So let us see the table and do the sum. Cos 45 is 1 upon root 2. Sin 45 is 1 upon root 2. Sin 30 is 1 upon 2. Now what is 1 upon root 2? 1 upon 1 gives, 1 into 1 gives 1. Root 2 into root 2 gives root 4, that is 2. So you got 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. What is the answer we get for the first one? The answer is 0. So nothing is done here, but this table will not be given in the exam. Either you will have to find out a way to write the table just like I showed you. So before the exam begins, on the large page of your answer sheet in the rough work column, you can make this table and keep it for use, or find a method to learn this table. You should be knowing the values for this. This table will be not given in the exam. So you will have to devise your own method to remember it. I will show you an easy way to do it, which you can do in your answer sheet in the rough work column, or you can find a method to remember these values, but these sums are only based on values now. Next question, tan 45 plus sec 60 into cos 60. Tan 45 is 1 plus sec 60 is 2, cos 60 is 1 upon 2. So 2 and 2 get cut. So what is left? 1 plus 1. The answer is 2. Okay. Now remember, this is sec and cos. If you recall, then sec and cos are reciprocal. So no matter what this degree is, this both degree should be the same. But when the degree is the same, sec into cos will always give you 1 because they are reciprocal. So even if we write sec 23 degree into cos 23 degree, the answer will be only 1. Now there is no 23 degree here. Can you see? The table does not have 23 degree, but what I am saying, if you have got say sec 23 degree into cos 23 degree, when these two degrees are same, then sec into cos will always be 1 because they are reciprocal. And the same rule applies for sine and cos, sine and cosec also, and tan and cot also. But that will get back to later on. But what I'm telling you, remember, when they are reciprocal, sec and cos is reciprocal, sine and cosec is reciprocal, tan and cot is reciprocal. For the reciprocals, when the degree is the same, the reciprocal will give us 1. Now next one is something about square. So we'll square. First sec square 60 is 2. So we'll write here 2 square, right? Minus tan square 60. So what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. So tan square 60 will be root 3 the whole square. So you will get 4. 2 square is 4 minus root 3 square is 3. So you get the answer 1. Yes? So this is a very simple term here. Nothing complex. All you need to do is learn to make the table. The last one, sin square 45 degree plus cos square 45 degree minus tan square 45 degree. So sin square 45, what is sin 45? 1 upon root 2. So 1 upon root 2 the whole square. What is cos square 45? 1 upon root 2 the whole square. What is tan 45? 1 the whole square. Now 1 upon root 2 the whole square is 1. Root 2 into root 2 is root 4, that is 2. So 1 upon 2, here also 1 upon root 2 also will be 1 upon 2 minus 1. Now what is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2? Half plus half is 1. So 1 minus 1 will give you 0. Right? So I have done a few sums here based on the angles. Nothing complex I have done here. I have found a way, devised a way to make the table. Then whatever the sum is giving here, whatever the sum is mentioning, whichever angle, I just put the value, calculate it according to the rules, and I get the value. So there is nothing tough in this sum. What you only need to do is learn how to make the table. Right? So am I clear? So the revision so far is today we learned how to make this trigonometric table of which angles 0 degree, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Okay, I will revise it one more time, and then once you are done with this, then this kind of sums are very simple. So remember, what you need to remember, again the first things first. First you have to learn the names of the 6 ratios according to their sides. Okay, opposite, hypotenuse, hypotenuse adjacent. So first comes that. I think by so many lectures now, that part must have become thorough. So first we do with those ratios. Then we saw the relation, the reciprocal. We also saw tan is sine upon cos and cot is cos upon sine. And today we use those to derive this table. So yesterday and in the previous lectures, I had done which triangle, if you remember. We had a isosceles right angle triangle and we found out 45 degree. Then we had an equilateral triangle where I found out 30 and 60 degree. And 0 and 90 is not practically possible, I am telling you before, but theoretically we found the value moves down, decreases. So some place it will reach 0 and some place it goes to infinity. So today again I will revise to you how the table is made. First you write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then divide everything by 4. Then you simplify the form. 0 by 4 is 0, 1 by 4 remains 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 2 1s are 2 2s are becomes 1 by 2, 3 by 4 remains 3 by 4 and 1 remains 1. And then below you write down the degree measure, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. Now first is sine. Sine is the square root of these numbers. So square root of 0 is 0, square root of 1 is 1 and 4 is 2. So 1 upon 4, the square root is 1 upon 2. The square root of 1 upon 2, 1 remains 1, 2 becomes root 2. Root of 3 is root 3, square root of 4 is 2 and 1. So what we had done yesterday, today we did by finding the square roots of this number, simplified form. Now you saw as the angle increases, the sine is increasing and the cos is decreasing. So we wrote the sine, we wrote the cos as the reverse of the sine. Now tan, for tan we use which formula? Sine upon cos. So I divided 0 by 1, I got 0. I divided 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2, 2 got cut, so 1 by root 3. In this way I found the tan. And here 1 upon 0 is infinity or not defined. It is not defined. Now tan is increasing and cot is the reciprocal, so it will decrease. So what I did for 10, I could do cot as cos upon sine also, I could do cos upon sine, but what I did, tan is increasing, so I wrote this value reverse when I found out cot. Same way sec is reciprocal of cos. So 1 upon 1, 1, root 3 upon 2 becomes 2 upon root 3, 1 upon root 2 becomes root 2, 1 upon 2 becomes 2, and 1 upon 0 becomes not defined. But here again, cosec I can find as the reciprocal of sine, or sec is increasing, the cosec will decrease. So sec is increasing. From 1 it goes infinity, so cosec is the reverse, goes from infinity to 1. So this is the way we make the table. These are a few sums I did here. So you can now try the other sums on your own. Okay? So there is the exercise you are supposed to do, so I will not give the homework. Try to finish this exercise, and if you got any doubts you can always revert back to me. So here we are going to end the lecture for today. Learn to make the table, practice it thoroughly. Practice this table as long as you are able to make it on your own without looking, and you are almost able to remember every value in this table. Once you are done with this, the rest of the part becomes very easy. So I am going to end here. Thank you.